Hey, it's your boy, Cash, and today we are going to read a creepypasta. And the creepypasta is called Cash's Crazy Halloween. So enjoy the video, okay? So, I was getting prepared for Halloween. Yeah, and then I was dressed as an old vampire for Halloween. So then I walked out of, so I decided to pass the trick-or-treaters candy, and 30 minutes later, it was my chance to go trick-or-treating. So I put on my costume and went outside, but even my wife and my 2 children had followed me into outside of San Francisco, which I'm now in San Francisco, by the way, but I'll be coming home on November 2nd. I almost said 7th. I meant 2nd. So, it was nice to explore the cities around San Francisco until, it was nice to, and then I went to the neighborhood, a random neighborhood, alright? So, I walked until I saw a familiar boy walking towards a house. We hide in a bush so we won't get caught. I know who he is. He was Aiden Miller, the boy who tried to swallow a kitchen knife. So, Aiden was walking to a house filled with chocolate, and he tried to open the door, but the door wouldn't open, so he left away, and then the door slightly creaked open, and so Aiden decided to walk in and see that there were a bunch of chocolates, and they were so delicious that if you ate one of them, you will be amused with joy. So Aiden took all the candy, and for me, I walked out of the bush and took a few candy wrappers. Chocolate wrappers. I almost said raptors, not like velociraptors. And then he went back to his house, and so we watched in the bush. We hid in the bush and watched him eat the candy while his mom came in. She was the most gorgeous woman that I ever seen, much gorgeous than my wife. I kind of roasted my wife a little, but she said, "How was trick-or-treating?" And he said, "It was good, Ma." And she said, "Alright, don't eat too much candy. You don't want to get a stomach ache." And he said, "Okay, I will not eat too much candy. Just go away, bozo." And she said, "Fine, I'll go away." And he eats the candy until he put up a Twix bar, and with one swift moment, he took an instant bite. until he felt something sharp on his gums. It was needles and razor blades. The Twix bar has been covered with needles and razor blades. And he screamed in agony as he accidentally ate the sharp candy bar. His parents heard him, and they walked towards him, and then they took him to the hospital, where the doctor said that he had so many needles and razor blades stuck onto his gums. So they did surgery to remove them all. The surgery went fine. He shortly recovered. He had stitches on his gums. Before he went back home, and his parents hid the candy, so he went to bed, and we watched on the bush, waiting for something to happen. Around 3 a.m. in the morning, he woke up feeling hungry. He wanted more, so he went down to the kitchen and found the candy that he was looking for. He tried to avoid all the candy bars with sharp needles on them, and even razor blades. But yeah, he also avoided them right until the Candyman appeared out of nowhere. He said, "Take a bite." And he took a bite, and the blood on him started to ooze out of his gums. And he said, "Good boy. Now let's go out to houses. Let's go trick-or-treating. The night is not over. I know that Halloween is over, but the night isn't." So he went trick-or-treating and went to a house, to a man's house. And as always, he said, "I have a friend of mine. His name is Grim." And then Grim, the theropod or dinosaur, maybe a Tyrannosaurus, appeared out of nowhere, and he said, "Hey, Aiden, this is Grim." And he said, "Hi, Grim." And Grim said, "Don't look bad." And he said, "Don't mess with me." So all of them went to a house, and I told my wife and my kids to stay in the house. And then I snuck into the house before they found Aiden was trying to find sharp things to eat. He smashed plates on the kitchen counter, which that woke somebody. It was a man. A dirty old man had woken up from his sleep. And he said, "Get out of my house now," while raising a baseball bat. And then he tried to beat up Aiden, but the Candyman somehow got him and then bit through his neck. I was appalled by this. I immediately ran into the kitchen and tried to stop the Candyman. I chomped his neck the same way I did. I chopped him, scratched him, and even I ate his whole body. I ate and ate his whole body until he was in my stomach. And I said, "Don't worry, Aiden. I won't let that psychopath ever touch you again." Before Grim came in and say, "Hey, how dare you kill my friend? That's it. You're gonna die." Before he ran, roaring. And then I roared back at him. And then I attacked him. I sliced his thigh. I bit his throat. I kicked his groin. I bit his tail. I pierced his calf. And I even scratched his calf. And I even pierced his groin. And I gave him... I even sucked him with my vampire fangs, which his rejuvenating forces taste like mayonnaise from KFC. He died. And then I was announced the winner. So we took the candy that y'all did and make them non-sharp and make them more delicious and non-sharp. And then we went back home and Aiden was saved. And his parents were proud of him. Along with me, his parents were proud at me for saving his life and defeating the Candyman and Grim. So they gave me the hero badge, and I was an absolute hero. So yeah, that's the end of the Creepypasta. So if you like it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you after Halloween. So, this is Cash the Charizard signing out.